I wanted to talk today about foundations and people who change our lives. Um, so in 2002, I had a little boy who was born with birth defects, and he ended up passing away in 2003. It was a really, really hard experience, but so many strange blessings came out of it. I really didn't see them at the time. But one of those blessings was a nurse who helped. She totally changed my life. She was a really ornery, cranky person. But through the days and the weeks, the months, going to visit my little boy in the hospital, I got really close to this nurse, and I really do have to say she impacted my life for the best. Just seeing her strength and kind of understanding why she was the way she was. She's the reason I got into medical. When we have hard days at work, when we go through tough times, it's good to remember why we got to the place we're at, what inspired us to be there. And for me, working in the medical industry, going back to school, for healthcare administration and then business management, it was because of this nurse, but even more so, it was because of my little boy, because people made a difference for me, and I want to make a difference for someone else. I'm sorry to start crying. I'm administrative. My job is, I'm not a nurse. I don't love blood. I think that I would probably faint if I were to ever be there during a surgery. But the reason I'm in medical is to make a difference for other people, for the patients, for the family members, even if it's just a smile. That is why I'm there, because when I had a little boy who was passing away, those smiles were my lifeline. That nurse, the kindness she showed me, I'll never forget it, because that to me was a light in the darkness that helped get me through. So if you're having a hard time, maybe in your job or your current role, it's good to remember why you got there in the first place. Another thing I was just thinking about was when I first got into medical, I was so fortunate. I had applied at 5 different hospitals. I had 2 jobs at that time. I was a single mom of 4 kids, really struggling to support them. And of all the 5 hospitals I applied at, I only got an interview at 1. And it was actually at an ICU at a burn unit. And I remember going to that interview and basically begging the manager to hire me, saying that if he hired me, I would work so hard, so hard, that I had had some tough experiences in my life as well, and that I just wanted to lighten the load for the people around me, not just the patients, but my coworkers too. I was really fortunate to get that job, and I loved it there. But sometimes I think we just have to look back at how hard we worked to get where we're at, why we're there, what's your purpose, and then just hold on to those things, because that's what makes us great in our jobs. That's what makes us love work. That's what gives us meaning, is to really live to our potential. And so I just wanted to remember that that's why I'm here. And yesterday I was kind of having a hard day. I sat down and I read a card that someone had written to me from a previous role. And it sounds really silly, but it means the world to me. I have it taped to a mirror in my bedroom, and the card just said that I made a difference in her life. The thing that really gets me about it is her son passed away too, and so I was able to share my story with her, just knowing that somehow something I went through was able to help someone else. So she wrote this card to me saying how I had changed her life for the better. That was the whole reason I was there. But what's truly amazing about this, she had no idea that that card would be the thing that continues to get me through and keep me strong when we do have hard days. So anyways, I just encourage you that whatever you're going through, stay strong. Remember your foundation. Remember how hard you've worked to get where you're at. And just look at your purpose. We all have meaning. There's something special about every single one of us. And anyways, just feel empowered to get out there and do what you're meant to do. You're amazing. So have a great day.